Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Thursday, August 29th, and we are here trying to help you make some better financial decisions, maybe less bad ones. We is me, Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. He is Mark Talercio, the executive producer of Everything Jill on Money, also a certified financial planner. How are you, Mark?
I'm well, believe it or not. It's crazy, but this is Labor Day weekend we're headed into, which means this is the middle weekend of the U.S. Open, and NFL football season will kick off a week from today on Thursday night.
Kick off, man. I like kick off. It's a good thing. You know, I know it's probably very un-PC to love professional football. I love the NFL, as I have detailed many times, and it's just fun. Mark, did you? We're recording this, and it's Olympics time. Do you get into the Olympics?
No, not at all.
Me neither, because it's not the winter.
I don't know if that's it. I mean, I've kept tabs on the tennis. I haven't watched any, but I've kept tabs just on my apps, seeing who's winning these matches. But no, my problem is I don't know where anything is. It's all different times, and I can't find it. So no, I'm not watching it.
This is the problem with all of our streaming stuff. I don't know. I can't get into it either. So anyway, the long story short is that we are here mostly focused on you guys. And if you've got a question, just go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the contact us button, write us a note, and check the box if you want to join us live. While you're on the website, please check out our subscription service. It's called Jill on Money Live. For $35, you have access to quarterly live webinars for the next 12 months, more bonus video content. You can watch the whole back catalog. $35. You could just, that is like a webinar. If you just watched the Heather Schreiber Social Security webinar, probably worth $35, don't you think, Mark?
Yeah, I think it'll probably save some people some money as they're planning their Social Security strategies. Yes,
absolutely. And that's, by the way, we give short shrift to this very important decision. So if you've got questions about that, if you want to know whether Social Security is going to be there for you when you retire, give us a holler, jillonmoney.com. Joining us today is Hollis, who's on the line from Nevada. Oh, wait, Hollis, do I say Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada.
Oh, thank you. Phew, I figured I got that right. How are you today? Is it hot there?
It really is, yes.
Oh, boy. So you just stay inside, right?
Yes, pretty much.
All right. How can we help you out today?
I lost my husband almost 4 years ago. And we both worked super fun jobs. His more fun than mine. And when I lost him, we saved everything. We lived below, we didn't spend everything we earned. And when I lost him, I kind of lost direction and drive. And so what I did is I took a job that was supposed to be part-time, but they saw potential in me and they gave me a full-time position. And it's probably going to turn into a part-time job because of changes within the company. So I just kind of want to set myself up or get ready I want to actually stop working full-time at least by 55 and really just kind of enjoy my life and my family. Have a big family, lots of siblings, and just losing my best friend really impacted me.
So sorry. So how old are you now?
I am 49. I'm about to turn 50 next year. And so this is why I'm looking very closely at my future. Yeah.
How old was your husband when he passed away?
He was 50.
So young. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Did you guys have, do you have any kids?
No.
But you got you got nice siblings and you're the cool aunties and uncles?
Yes.
Right.
That's the plan.
That's good. Are your siblings nearby?
Most of my siblings are up in the Pacific Northwest.
You think about moving there?
Yes, I do. But no, I love it here. I have a life here and I have friends here. And it is less expensive here than where my family lives.
Okay. All right. And you can go see them. So right now in your full-time position, how much do you earn?
I am an hourly employee, and I would say I'm going to make about 48,000 this year.
Is that enough for you to float your lifestyle?
No, I am using some of the life insurance that I got, and so I spend about $45,000 a year, just regular expenses, and I make sure I'm putting money in my HSA. And this full-time job is actually giving me medical insurance, and about 5% of my paycheck goes to my Roth 401k. I am drawing down a little bit on the life insurance, but again, I have all of his IRAs and the 401ks, and so it just really, losing him just kind of changed the trajectory.
I'm sure. Oh my God.
Our house is paid for. We have had no debt, still have no debt.
How much is your house worth?
About 300.
Okay. And no debt. How much money remains from the life insurance proceeds? About 500. And is that is it in the policy still? Is it in an account, like in a bank account? Where did you keep it?
So I have kind of split it up. I have some of it in high yield savings accounts, some of it in CDs. I put some of the other that's not included in that 500,000. I put into a brokerage account.
So how much is in a brokerage account right now?
I would say about 180,000.
Okay. And are you managing that yourself, or are you paying someone to help you out with that?
I am currently using Vanguard's
personal service advisor.
Personal service advisor.
Okay. What about, so you've got the brokerage, and then you said you also have retirement accounts. So I know you have your current Roth 401k. How much is in there?
The one that's with the company I work for, it's very small. It's about $2,500.
Okay. Every little bit helps.
I have a Roth, just a Roth on its own.
Yep.
That's about 200,000.
Okay, that's great. So that's the Roth IRA. What else? Did you inherit a retirement account from your husband?
I multiple accounts. Yes.
Do you have a tally, or do you want to give me one big number? You can go account by account, whatever's easier for you.
I have about another $400,000
in retirement.
In retirement.
Okay, and those are all pre-tax accounts?
Those are pre-tax accounts.
Okay. So just make sure I got this right. So 400 in pre-tax, 200 in Roth, 180 in brokerage, $500,000 that's in various kind of safe savings accounts or CDs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Small 401k, the Roth 401k, house is paid for, staying there. Yes. And you say that, you need you need a little bit more than what you're earning now, right? Yes. So 45 a year. You think that that's about the right amount, or do you think it's really more? Is it really more like 60, and then you could do fun things? You know what I mean?
So I can tell you, last year I spent about $60,000.
So funny. I literally wrote down $5,000 a month because I was like, that's got to be the real number, right?
I bought new windows for the house last year.
Oh, that does not sound like fun. That's no fun. Let's not do that again. I know you gotta keep track of it. So when you go to part-time in your current job,
yes,
what will that amount be in terms of income? What do you think it'll be?
I think it would be around 25, 30.
And would you still be entitled to medical with that?
I would expect that I would go to Cobra.
Theoretically, if this happened next year, you turn 50 next year and you're like, okay, I'm going to be done. And, or I'm going to make like much less. I'll make half as much money, and I have to and I'll have to pay for medical, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, we really need to not just factor in $5,000 a month. We really need to factor in more like $6,000 a month.
Okay.
Right? Because we got to pay for your medical.
Yeah.
And you'll probably have to go, I don't know if you do Cobra or you go to the exchange, go to, use Affordable Care Act and, you'll buy your coverage that way. But it's going to be $1,000 a month, pretty sure. And from your perspective, nothing else big change in your financial life that is on the horizon, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No windfalls, nothing like that. Of course, losing just the way everything's been going, you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, you've experienced that firsthand. My God,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, really. We have like different chunks of time, right?
Okay.
So we have age 50 to 60, which is, because when you're 60, or when he would have been 60, is it when she's 60 or he would have been 60 that you can claim the survivorship benefits?
When she's 60.
Okay. So when you're 60, you can claim the survivor benefits for Social Security. Do you have an idea of how much money that would be at age 60?
So I looked it up, and the only thing I can tell you, because the statements went online. Mm-hmm. The last statement I have for him, his full retirement was 2,100. Okay. And that was in 2014. So it's going to be more than that.
Right. I bet it'll be more. Let's say 2,500. I bet that's low anyway. Okay. So we need to get you. So by the time you get to 60, right, you'll have the survivor benefits. And then did you earn more than him or did he earn more than you?
I earned more than him. Okay.
So then at your age 70, what is your Social Security projection? Do you have an idea about that?
2771.
It'll be more, I bet. Okay. So we have 10 years that we've got to pay for. Then you're 60, and then you have 2,500 a month from 60 to 70. And then, it's probably going to be more like $3,000 a month when you're 70.
Yeah.
So I think that's how we would make sense of this. Now, you're going to work part-time for how long, do you think? 5 years, 10 years? What do you think?
But I'm going to say indefinitely. Like right now, I'm working a super fun job.
Okay.
And that's why I've stayed there. I'm almost on my third year there. I kind of see myself working, but at the same time, I really like to not have that responsibility. So that's kind of where I'm like the 55, 60 is where I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay. We need $50,000 for the next 5 years, which is $250,000. So that's why I'm thinking like maybe $250,000 or $300,000. And we start to really be much clearer, like the money in high yield savings. It should be more money. We should start locking down some CDs because you're going to need that money. But, as interest rates go down, I don't want you to get screwed as high yield savings rates go down. So how would you feel if we only kept, let's say 300 in safe money and then put the 200 in the brokerage? How would you feel about that?
I could do that. I've been slowly moving some of that money into the brokerage.
Yeah. And I think that's what we should start to do. And do you get assigned a specific person from Vanguard when you do this or not?
Because of how much I have invested with them, I have a specific person.
Do you like this person? Is a good person?
I feel like he's listening to me, but we've only talked twice.
Okay. If you need, you may even want to talk to somebody about, you want to really articulate to him, here's what I'd like to do. I want to make sure, and you tell him this game plan. And you can say, I want to start to put more money into the brokerage account. I'm going to plan on putting in, let's say 200. You don't have to do it all at once. If it freaks you out to do it all at once, because I know it's scary, right?
It is.
And so, you can say I'm going to put $20,000 a month in until I get another 200 in there. That's fine with me. Okay. So then my goal would be that by the time you get to age 60, you're now starting to, you'll have the money that is from the pre-tax money. So you're going to have 10 years of growth of that pre-tax money. Then at age 60, you'll have basically what I'm thinking is the Social Security survivor benefit will replace your part-time income. It'll be like some, sort of a nice chunk of money, but not enough to live. But when you're 60, what I think you'll do is you'll start pulling money out of the pre-tax account. to do the same thing, which is to pay for some of the expenses that you're going to incur. Okay. And you'll be in a low tax bracket. And so you'll just slowly but surely take the money out. And then, when you get to be 70, you will be able to probably have most of this money will be exhausted. Now, the question really is, do you have the opportunity to really stop working? I'm going to say, I want you to have a good life. You have endured a lot of pain, and I feel terrible about this. But I also want to say that it's not 100% easy street for you. That you don't have enough money so that I'm like, you're done, you're fine. You have a house that's paid for, that's great. You're enjoying yourself. If it is not too onerous, I would prefer that you continue working full or part-time for as long as you can. Because, and I'm not even saying that you have to go crazy saving in your Roth 401k through work, unless there's a match. If there's a match, do it. But if not, I really just want you to live within your means as much as possible. Like I said, it's not that you can't do it, but it's not, if the 60 grand a year or 70 grand a year, if that you need, it starts ballooning up, and you start pulling out of the savings or the brokerage or the pre-tax account, and you do it in a big way, you're going to run out of money. And I don't want that to happen for you. So in my ideal world, you would stay full-time as long as possible, mostly because I want your medical, and it sounds like you're having a good time. And so if they say, well, we don't really have full-time for you, you say, how much do I have to work to qualify for medical coverage? That's what I want you to try to settle on in the near term, because that cost of health insurance is a real deal.
Yes.
Okay. But I think that you can navigate this, that, especially if you have a job that you like and it's fun, maybe every year is not going to be 50 or 60 grand a year or 70 grand a year. Maybe it'll be a little less, maybe it'll be a little more, but not much more. It seems to me that you're in you're in a good shape right now, but it's not 100% guaranteed that you can just blow through this money, because I'm a little concerned that once you pull back on the amount of work, that you'll be using more of your money up, and then we don't have the money working for you. And that's what we're really trying to do, is make sure that you have as much upside in the future as possible. Now, I don't want you to be like, oh, I can't go see my siblings who I love in the Pacific Northwest because I actually don't have enough money to be able to afford that every year. That would be no fun for me, unless you want to sell your house and move in with one of them.
This is exactly what I needed to hear.
Okay. I feel I feel bad because I want to make it all, I want to wave my magic wand and make it okay for you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what I needed to hear, because the original, I'm still planning with my advisor about 60 is kind of the part-time work. But this is exactly what I needed to hear.
All right.
And it was really hard to get. You're the first person to be real clear with me on that. So,
well,
and
I want to just say that the other issue around this in my world is that when you go through a massive transition like you've gone through, I get that you are going to reorder your priorities. I get it. All the plans that you had with your husband that didn't pan out, it just blows up your whole life. So I understand that. And I just want to make sure that whatever you decide to do next in this next phase, because, you're never going to get over this, and you're going to get over this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's sort of two parts of it. My best friend died 2 years ago, and her widow is every single day talking to me about what she thinks about. But it changes. It's really weird. And so, she's involved in a widows group, and they all talk about the financial part of it, or your financial goals and aspirations, and how that has changed and how it feels very unnerving. But it sounds like you're being clear about it. And I'm so happy you actually have a job, because I think in some respects there is an anchoring of that job that is very good for you.
Oh, it was a lifesaver.
So
definitely. It was, that's what's really important about keeping, networking, having a network, because I went in there thinking I was going to get one job and ended up with another great job. And I'm so grateful because it gave me purpose.
Well, I am feeling incredibly grateful that you reached out to us. Is there anything else that we can do for you today?
No, thank you so much for your show. And again, as a widow, I just feel like I don't hear a lot about planning and, how to readjust after all of this.
And I don't know if there's like a playbook, I do know that it's like for every person, it's very different. And, we're here for you if you need us in the future. So just know you can reach back out to us and we're happy to help you out. Okay.
Jill, thank you so much.
If you would like to get in touch with us, it's so easy. Go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the contact us button, write us a note, and check the box if you would like to join us live. Don't forget that you can check out all of our content that lives on that website. We've got a blog, we've got other shows, we've got resources, everything. It lives right there. Mark Talercio is the co-host, executive producer, and web king of Everything Jill on Money. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. And of course, put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Someone needs a little boost, and you're the person to give it. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next time.
Paramount Podcasts.